Hi, I'm Dr. Jaban. Today I'm going to be talking about potassium and all the effects it can have on your body. Did you know that potassium actually helps to regulate so much in your heart and in your energy system? Without potassium, symptoms are going to be fatigue and weakness. They're going to be heart palpitations. So if any of those ring true for you, pay attention, invite people that you know to watch this video so that they can get help too. And we have a group called True Healing Strategies where we talk a whole lot more about things like this and go into way more detail. So join us there. All right, so potassium. You need 4,700 milligrams every single day. That is a lot more than most Americans are getting right now out of our diet. And there are specific foods that I'm going to talk about that are going to help you get more in just by eating the foods that we like to eat every single day. Now let's talk symptoms right here. Symptoms and usages of potassium. All right, so circulatory. So this is blood and heart. It can actually help to decrease your heart rate, decrease your blood pressure, increase the size of your arteries so it dilates them. And then if it's not going to be at a high enough dose in your body, you're going to have a low decrease amount, increase heart palpitations. So that means that skipping a beat, feeling weird heart symptoms, that can come from a low potassium. The excretory system, so that means we're going to need potassium to keep our acid base level balanced out in your body, which is vital for keeping your body working properly. We have to have our pH at the proper level. All right, digestive, potassium helps everything keep moving. And the number one thing I always say to people is you have to make sure your digestive tract is moving because we've got to get the toxins and infections and everything out that we don't want inside of us. If we're not, we're just getting more and more toxic, feeling worse and worse. So you have to have your potassium. Endocrine. Potassium is tied to so many different hormone functions in the body, especially in the adrenals. So make sure you have that potassium level where it needs to be. Metabolism. It helps to break down carbs. And breaking down carbs is key for our body to have enough energy to do the job it needs to do. So if you don't have enough potassium, you're going to have over here fatigue, weakness. You're going to have increased thirst, and you're going to have cramping. And all of these things are tied back into that energy cycle, right? So if we don't have potassium, we're tired, but we're also thirsty because our body wants us to eat more food to get more potassium in, which increases your hunger. And then we start to either gain weight or we have increased fat because our body's constantly yearning for potassium. And maybe you're not giving it potassium, you're just giving it calories. So make sure you get your nutrients in and the proper nutrients. Also, a decreased potassium can lead to numbness and tingling in the body. All right, so where do we find it? We find it in the blood, we find it in the urine, we find it in the hair. So why are these 3 different tests all good for potassium? It's because potassium is everywhere. It has to do with every system of our body because it's such a vital nutrient, right? So blood and urine are going to be very, very short-term tests. So blood is right now how much potassium. Urine is over the last day or so how much potassium. And hair is going to be over a 3-month period. So hair can be a great test to give you an idea of where your nutrient balances are. So they give you that wide variety of time versus just that short little window. So make sure that you're getting tested on all of these to make sure you know exactly how your body is processing potassium all the time. Potassium is vital for energy. For energy, I know I've said that a couple times now. It is absolutely vital for energy. Please make sure that you have enough potassium if you're having any tiredness. And stress, man, stress can be so detrimental to everything in our body, but stress will wear on your adrenal glands, and your adrenal glands will use up that potassium. So then we end up being potassium deficient, having all of these other symptoms because just potassium is off. So, are you getting how important potassium is right now? Have you had your testing done? If not, look into it. All right. Potassium can also be affected by mercury and copper. There is a definite relationship there. Also, when you're doing a detox in the body from mercury, from copper, look at your potassium levels and make sure you keep them up because if you are detoxing, you are likely flushing out potassium too. Also, I have given someone potassium just to see that all the symptoms of mercury increase. So you start having that anxious, depressed, heavy body, metal in your mouth type of symptomatology, because potassium went in and started cranking that wheel, right? So it starts turning the body on, and as the body turns on and energy goes up, now your body starts going, well, we can get rid of mercury, and starts pushing it out. So make sure that if you're going to start adding potassium in, that you're also doing the work to make sure that you're going to be able to handle the side effects of that, which is actually healing, but the side effects can be those symptoms. So just make sure you're ready for the body to start working better. And when the body works better, it actually can start to detox and heal and flush itself. So just be prepared for that if you get your mineral levels balanced out. All right, so where do we find it? This is absolutely important. We all think we've got to go straight to bananas for potassium. That's the most famous food for it. So look at avocados. Avocados almost have double the amount of potassium. Bananas are at about 450. Avocados are over 900, and so is coconut water. So there's two different options right there that are not so high in carbs and sugar. If you're trying to avoid the high carb, high sugar, there you go. There's a great place for you to be finding it, and that is a little bit more on the fat side of things. And then coconut water doesn't even have a ton of calories in general, which is awesome. We can get nutrients without all the calories. So there you go. Two foods. And then mineral baths are last. Mineral baths are great for you because mineral baths allow for your body to absorb these minerals from outside in. It doesn't have to go through your mouth. So some of us are very reactive in our digestive tracts. We have mast cell, we have IBS, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, and you can actually absorb through your skin. There's studies that show that you can absorb up to 70% of the things that go on your skin. So be careful what you put on your skin, but make sure you're getting the nutrients in and you're getting good high quality nutrients when we're doing this. So there it is. That's potassium. That's the cold hard facts. If you know somebody that needs this information, like I said, invite them to the page, invite them into the True Healing Strategies group where we do so much more, give out so much more information and go into more detail. So join us there. I look forward to you being in our group.